mine. We're taking America back, baby. Esto es para América. Los Estados Unidos es número uno.
He's saying this is for America because United States is number one.
Lo estamos tomando otra vez de nuevo.
We are taking it back. And for those that can't read Spanish, that is chinga tu madre, which means fuck your mom. And they're talking about ICE. Next one, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a tragic story. You might get a little angry, so...
Well, Ainsley, this crazy story happened.
Crazy story.
In
I thought of you when I was reading about it because your dad's a truck driver. This guy's driving an 18-wheeler down on the Florida Turnpike, and he decides to do a U-turn, and he cuts in front of a family or some people that were in a minivan, traps the minivan underneath his 18-wheeler, and kills all three of the people inside that minivan. Turns out this guy, Lawrence, is here illegally.
Yeah, he's illegally in the country. He crossed the border, the Mexican border, back in 2018. So that just tells you people from all over the world are going across the Mexican border. They're not now, but they were going across the border. And I thought this was parody and wasn't true, or some AI video. Because it's a video of it. And the guy shows zero emotion. Even when they get out at the crash site, no emotion, Brian.
The first thing that pops off in my head, if somebody drives like that, do they know what street signs mean?
Yeah, this is it. This individual is an illegal. This is a post from the site. Legal immigrant who was granted a commercial driver's license by the state of California. Huh. Yeah, and now 3 innocent people are dead. He has been arrested for vehicular homicide and has an ICE detainer. An ICE detainer has been issued.
And the truck driver and the passenger with him did not sustain any injuries. 2 of those passengers in the minivan died on the scene, and then one was taken to the hospital, and he later died of his injuries.
If you talk to the union that represents a lot of these truck drivers, or you just talk with rank and file, just go to your local truck stop and you talk to the truck drivers. They tell you this is a real issue. A lot of illegal people in the country are getting these licenses, and they don't know how to read the signs.
See, I told you, I'm not an intelligent person. It's just I know certain things don't make sense because that is what I was taught at school and socially. And you'd be like, I don't think that's right. Maybe that is wrong. And I think certain people don't have that same energy because they come from somewhere else. You still need to teach them. But why would you give them license to drive the car then? It makes no sense. No wonder that girl said when it said California, she said, ha.
By the state of California.
Huh.
Yeah.
Because she was like, well, I'm not surprised again. I guess she also is a pattern recognition expert.
They don't understand the rules and regulations.
How do you get a license?
Some states permit it. Every state does their own licensing process, and a lot of them are giving them these licenses, and they don't know the rules. How can you get a license if you can't read the signs?
I know, especially a commercial license. You have to go through the test, right? So that's not a matter. And by the way, that's what you're voting for. So when you say illegals should get driver's licenses, the argument for it is, well, then they got to be registered and you got to have insurance. And therefore, rather than get hit by an illegal with no insurance, they're going to drive anyway. That's the theory behind it. But
why
to me, you don't reinforce bad behavior. It's like giving drug addicts needles.
Right. I mean, honestly, I can't wait for the full investigation. We got 3 dead Americans as a result of this.
Right.
But the turn itself was a stupid turn.
Dumb.
It was so stupid.
A normal car shouldn't do a U-turn on the highway, much less an 18-wheeler. This is what the Florida Attorney General said.
Even on a normal street, with something on Curacao we do U-turn, I suggested that one time to my wife in Spain. She looked at me like, are you stupid? I know it was stupid and risky, but I knew the risk. But an 18-wheeler, come on, man.
This is what the Florida Attorney General says, slamming California.
Yeah, it's a horrific situation. California should not have provided this person the driver's license and a permit, not just for a car, but to drive large-scale trucks. To then drive into Florida, engage in this dangerous behavior and take the lives of 3 others is really a tragedy. We're not going to deport or let this guy out of our sights until we have convicted him and ensured that he is behind bars for as long as possible, likely the rest of his life. Only then will we hand him over to ICE for deportation, but he's going to serve his time.
I'm going to show you a few clips how people react generally when this happens. Remember to subscribe.
¿Por qué? ¿Qué asco? So you really finna do a U-turn right here in the middle of the interstate. Boy, I'm telling you what, it's like some people don't have the sense that come with common, okay? It's like some people don't even, like it's a sign right there, no U-turns. You see that sign up there? It clearly says no U-turns. That's for civilian cars, that's for four-wheelers, that's for 18-wheelers. That is there for a reason, and you're doing it. So we got some breaking news.
Now, Hurst, here you go. Now, this is the other clip that he was talking about. This is the death of a tragic accident.
And now he's going to talk about the tragic accident.
U-turn driver that made the U-turn in the middle of the interstate. Come to find out, this dude right here, he's an ILLEGAL immigrant, okay, with a CDL license. Man, you know they about to start cracking down, right?
So the whole idea this is happening and you didn't show any emotions, I don't know.
Hey, genius, talking to the Trump administration. The federal government, Trump admin, already confirmed that this guy meets federal and state immigration requirements. You issued him a work permit as usual. The Trump administration is either lying or clueless. P.S. at Grok, who was the president in 2018. So this was all part of Gavin Newsom trying to pretend like he's a tough guy like Donald Trump because he doesn't have enough to do in his own state, like rebuilding neighborhoods that were burned to the ground by the wildfires. Tricia McLaughlin, DHS Assistant Secretary, responds and absolutely destroys him, saying false. Harjinder Singh, who's the driver of the truck that did the illegal U-turn, who's an illegal and should not have had a license, is in the United States illegally, and his work authorization was rejected under the Trump administration on September 14th, 2020. It was later approved under the Biden administration, June 9th, 2021. The state of California issues commercial driver's licenses. There is no national CDL. Sincerely, genius.
That's why I don't trust politician that is why I don't trust politician that goes against common sense.
Please, I beg you, let me explain you about these Mexican tags in America. This tag, see the collar? This is a Mexican national. He's supposed to come to America with a load from Mexico, drop it, and leave right back. They don't. They stay over here 6 months at a time and even longer. A lot of them just live here in America illegally, committing what is called cabotage. Go to Google and Google cabotage.
So cabotage by Mexican trucks in the United States refers to a Mexican registered truck picking up and delivering freight solely within the U.S. This practice is illegal under U.S. law.
And you see what I mean, what these companies are doing to the trucking industry, putting thousands of my friends out of business. I lost 3 trucks over this competition. We can't compete because these people make very low wages. Look at this blue tag. See the blue tag on the bottom? That tag is for us Americans to be able to go to Mexico. And we don't, because we don't want to get killed down there or get kidnapped. So what happens is Mexicans, illegal nationals, come to America and use that tag here. Because the highway patrols don't know about these tags, what the meaning of it. Look, another Mexican tag. This truck, another one too, I bet you. Look, there it is, another blue tag. Please help us out. We have more Mexican trucks and parking lots than we have American trucks. They're putting us out of business. They keep the rates really low, really low. We sacrifice enough as it is to be dealing today days with these. Joe Biden allowed this stuff. Joe Biden allowed this abuse with the trucking industry.
Well, I think it's going to get more attention now with all the attention it's getting because of California. Now they're going to find out about these cars. I'm actually surprised they're not holding the companies accountable. Then again, maybe the government doesn't care because they just tax the companies and be happy.
Actually, so sad. I come down to LA, to the wholesale district, a lot for my business, and I had to come down today for something else, but it is dead. The stores are barely open, and it's so sad to see it like this.
And some ladies are like, oh my God, there are so little people. I know. But the idea that you're saying that the city is so busy, but because of all the illegals left, now it feels like a ghost town, doesn't that prove that you have almost more illegal in the cities than you want to admit? And you might say it's diversity, cool, but does the city survive, or do you just lower the wages just like the truck driver?
We're packed with homeless people. And it's not going Yeah, it used to be packed full. Look, nothing buckets, not one soul.
What did they do with them, though?
No.
Where are they? Oh, there's one over there somewhere.
No.
Bending down. What is that over there? Oh, no, that's something else.
No.
Is that a person?
Locking it.
That is
a lady.
All I have to say is this. I think most citizens are very happy that they can play Where is Waldo, but this time Where is Homeless? And be like, hey, where are they? Because finally their kids can go outside. They're not stepping in poop or a random needle. I think that's a good thing. That's why maybe they're paying taxes.
Huntington Park, California, a working class community of over 50,000 people, now feels it has a bullseye on its back because of ramped up ICE raids. It's nearly 96% Latino, and as many as 45% of its residents are undocumented.
So how has the community here responded to the ongoing raids?
They're scared.
Jonathan Sanabria sits on the city council. He also grew up here.
We are a target for them because we know that they are stereotyping and they're racially profiling us.
It's 95%. 95. How can they look not for you?
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush, hash, purple, skunk, criollo, colombici, jam, jam, durlo, que ta, verdetta, welcome.